Hello everyone, welcome. I will let everybody gather together. You enjoy your music. Welcome, keeping your body as comfortable as you can. We gather ourselves together. If you have any question regarding any um, practice that may impact, or have you been burdened with the question that you may like to ask about spirituality or about yoga or meditation, you can just drop a chat and we can talk from there. Okay, so we have first. Anybody have a question here? May I ask in the group, live with me? Hello, everyone. Now it's good summer, and everybody is important part. Somebody asked a question about a karma. Today's topic, we will talk about karma, how the karma is very popular word. Everybody uses word karma for everything and anything. Say that is your karma. But do you really see the karma is fixed or is changeable? And is karma really controls you? Is karma fixed? Or you have a power to change your karma? How does the all importance in the life that your karma can play? There are certain karmas that you are born with, they called prarabdha karmas, means like the generation and generation, the previous life karmas. Even you don't believe in a reincarnation, you have some memory of your mother when you are in mother's womb. This is science has proved it. But going back to the, even your mother was not even born, those memories are still within you. You can call it the blueprint of your DNA. Important part about karma, you can actually change your entire outcome of the life, entire perspective of how one person is. You always have a choice. When people say, I don't have a choice, one person always have a choice in form of choosing towards to the actions you will do. First is the path, and then the karmas according to the path. It's not just only a karma on its own. So the path you have chosen according to your circumstances, your knowledge, or your dharma. Sometimes when you are only thinking about karma but not aligning the importance of dharma along with your karma, you can never renounce the karma. Your actions will always be continued. Your actions will always be continued. Even you breathing, you are doing a karma. Some karmas are your day-to-day requirement, involuntary, that you don't actually even have to think about them. Some karmas you are consciously have power to think and analyze and act or not act upon. Some karmas from previous life that influences your level of intelligence and level of thinking and your decision making in this lifetime. There are some karmas they have been given by your association, like the type of people you hang around, type of association, your Sangha Bhranti, which is a chameleon part of your mind. They say there's 108 different ways your mind can be influenced by the vrittis. So the word 108 is very sacred. Or every sense that you have in your body is doing karma. Even you are not doing any physical karma, but karma is happening. What is your body requirement of it? So whenever you choose the karma, sometime is very hard to do the people say that I can't always do yoga and meditation. I can't always think positive. Remember, when your karma is aligned not with your dharma, which is according to your level of intelligence, available intelligence, or your path that you are on, and circumstances, the timing, and the place you are at. So basically, most of your karmas are should perfectly align those scenarios. So you should never actually do any action or the karma without being conscious. Conscious means what is happening, what likely to happen, the consequences, and why you are doing that karma. If it's not need to be done, there is no need for you to do it. Lots of time we develop a conditional or habitual actions. They are also creating the karmic imprint. Anything one says in the Akashic record, which is basically the big database or collective information or collective consciousness. It's all get record, stored in there. Maybe not, even you're not writing anything, even whatever you speak is also creating a ripple effect in the silence, in the stillness. You may not see it. I have seen sometime people just talking. It's like having a conversation with themselves. They are so enjoying it. And sometimes conversation is so negative, even towards to their own self. The word example, every time you say anything unhealthy towards your body or negative towards your body, it creates a imprint in your bioenergy of your body, which will have a consequences, how your body will respond. And water, everybody knows the water holds the memory. Your body have a lot of water. 70% it holds the memory. So whenever you talk negative, which is basically the aquaporin, the protein in your cells, which holds the memory, and start attacking itself because you constantly talking bad about your own self. Oh, that is a karma. You say, why is always happening to me? Sometimes indirectly you may have contributed unknowingly without actually being aware of it. So always think that every action you do, how conscious you are, how mindful you are. When you eat food, when you are really, really desperately hungry, do you ever think about the food, the prasad that you are taking in your body, or you just only one goal to satisfy your hunger? You are not mindful at all. So if you are not mindful, you have not built that relationship with the food. You have not built that relationship with the food. The nutrition, the energy of the five elements that the food is holding will not be fully transferring to your body. So when you are mindful, you are conscious, you build a relationship, you build that energetic bridge, the connection with the food. So practice the first part, slow down in your actions. That does not mean you do lazy actions. People think word slow down means I have to do less and I have to do little as possible. There is two different things. Doing little as possible and slowing down. You still do the action, but you are mentally slow down. You build a conscious relationship, you conscious investing energy into an action. You are not doing the action without being available, not from habitual conditions. That comes into a yoga practice. So when you are practicing yoga every day, your mind records the play. You go along. Sometimes teacher, including myself, I have said many times to move the arm differently. But mind knows that's what is supposed to be done. That's what I have done 5 times. Now 6 times, we will do the same because you no longer alert. Being alert is very important in your every action, not just doing it. Being alert, being available. So when you eat food, bring your food is not just you are eating the food, you are doing the karma of eating the food. So how mindful you are, how alert you are, how available you are when you are eating the prasad, eating the bhoga. Means you are doing, we have in a Vedic system, we call it eating food is a homa, like Agni Hotra. You're satisfying the fire inside your belly. Like when you're doing the purification, you put in the five elements to the objects into the fire to purify the five elements. Same way when you eat the food, you purifying the five elements, or you putting food into your fire to enhance the energy of the five elements within your body. So your karma can even reduce down when you breathe. Like simple, mindful, meditative practice. Don't just take your breath for granted. You inhale, exhale as conscious, as mindful as possible. The one thing in life that gives you the life, the reason that we are able to communicate, you can hear me or watch me because you are breathing. If there was not for the breath, my friend, we will not be here having that conversation. Now think and observe how mindful you are of every in breath, out breath you take. You think the one breath you have taken, next breath will be the same? Unlikely. In breath, out breath, each in breath, out breath is unique and individual because you cannot have the same in breath twice because you will be one breath older or one breath new or transformed with the experience of the breath you have taken because you have witnessed something in that period of time. Your atoms within your body in a blink of an eye. The millions of atoms have died and new atoms have reborn. So the some part of you have died even while you are listening that sentence. But collective information is that. So you are not the same person. Even the breath might be the same, but you are not the same person. You take your karma to your breath. As you inhale, exhale, how conscious, how mindful, how available you are, and how much gratitude you have to your in breath and out breath, but you're taking it granted. I will say keep breathing and be happy. The first important part of life is enjoying being one with your breath. Then yoga can start working for you. Meditation can start working for you. The transformation that you are looking can have little planting seed because breath is the fundamental key. I'm not talking about pranayama. I'm talking about your normal day-to-day breathing. How you inhale, how you exhale, how you relate with your breath. Second part, we're talking about karma. Remember, this is your karma towards to your breath. Your mind is peaceful, your mind is calm. When you are inhaling, exhaling, can you imagine you are doing that 24/7? So will you have that agitation and anger, the frustration? Unlikely. So practice that. Next part, when you see something, what do your karma do? Your mind looks for the information, sees it, then immediately you judge. Whatever you see, you judge. What judgment is? Your ability to either create a sense of love to it or don't like, or you like or dislike. Whatever you see, you only define it in two categories. You are creating a karma. Sometimes you may see something that is you don't agree with, you may contribute consciously, which is absolutely not really necessary. You see everything, but don't judge. You see everything, you observe everything, you perceive everything, but just remain neutral. Like when you watch TV, I'm pretty sure you do, some of you. When you're watching TV, in movie, whatever is happening, is person gaining or losing, being happy or not being happy in the movie I'm talking about. Yeah, person is have had some injuries to himself, but does it any impact happens to you? But you go to every roller coaster of emotion because you are not neutral. You get affected, you buy that information, make it yours. And that information you making it, you are creating an emotional karmic imprint in your body. And that having impact in your physical body, energy, as well as your thinking. Have you been to a cinema or to a movie? You go very happy, so excited. You watch 2 hour movie, walk around. When you come outside, you watch people's face. I go to cinema sometime to watch people. When they're coming out to cinema, how happy they look. They look like somebody been slapping their face so hard. They look completely drained and tired and exhausted. Because depending type of movie they have watched, that have impacted their bioenergy and that reflecting on the physical body. So whatever you see, it has impacts on your bioenergy because your nature is to consume and create relatability. So whatever you see, avoid making personal. Don't judge it. You watch it as if you're watching a movie, the person maybe you playing a role. I know many actors in their real life they struggle so miserably, but in some time movie they play such a beautiful, happy role. Are they really happy in the real life? Not really. Same principle. So when you watch something, whenever you see something, just remain neutral. We have a non-duality concept is a you remain only a drishta, which means you are only seeing. You are not actually doing, you are only seeing. Everything that is happening, all happening with the grace of energy, the divine, of creation, within the five element. You are not actually doing it. And that defines the law of karma. If everything happening all in the nature, I am not doing it, but then I should not be worried about karma. Yes, my friend. You should not be worried, but you are identifying with it. You have not developed that ability to leave everything free on its own within the nature. Till you can become, your whole life can go pass by in front of you that you have no reaction capacity. You have no response capacity because you become completely transcended in a neutral state of being like a Buddha. Then you are free from karma. Till then, you are bound by the law of nature of karma. Even your seeing affecting when you listen. Same thing happen. You don't actually listen, you only hear. You only hear. Listening is a very different. Listening requires your availability of your consciousness, your intelligence, and your 100% attention, but not judgment or analyzing mistake. That listening on its own can transcend you to a neutral, completely transcendent to the space of omnipresence. But when you are listening, but you are hearing, but not really listening. I give you an example of it. How many times you have done actions, you have heard it, but repeatedly do them again and again. Because you did not listen, you only heard. Listening requires implementation and full availability. So if you become available to the listening, your karma can also change. You will have such a tremendous transformation on towards to your actions. Why I'm talking about I can just go along good karma and bad karma. That's what people think is a this is the good karma, this is the bad karma. What is a good karma for you? That may be a bad karma for somebody else. What is a bad karma for you might be a good karma for somebody else. I give you an example of it. You go along, take a knife in your hand. You take a knife, you slice somebody as a person. You cut. Doctor goes along, takes the knife and cuts somebody. Action is the same. Intention of two of them is very different. Outcome is cutting. Action is cutting. Object knife is being used, but outcome is different. So whenever you're doing the actions are not good or bad, the energy behind it, according to the circumstances, according to the place, according to the requirement and place, the energy, intention behind it. So every action you do, you build consciousness. First, start from eating. I'm not asking you to change your diet. I'm asking you to change your habit when you are eating. How mindful, how joyful, how available, how conscious you are. Then when the taste, when you have higher taste, not just only the taste, when you have a higher taste, the joy of the element, your body will say, I don't like what you are eating. You are eating food just for taste, or eating food that nourishes your body, nourishes your soul, and nourishing the five elements. Then you have start your body will start talking to you. I give you example only from conscious, mindful eating for higher taste, not just satisfying the taste buds. People have given up alcohol. People have given up eating meat, smoking, drinking. The list is big, but only happens when you become available to the eating. I give you a simple example of onion and garlic. There are people who every day eat it, onion and garlic. So the once somebody pays very good strong attention to the food become available, can't taste, there is no joy in the food. Notice the difference in the vrittis of the mind, change the diet itself, became a sattvic. So eating food, I personally suggest going sattvic. Your eating food is biggest karma you do. Seeing, second karma you do. Hearing, you do the karma. Talking, you are doing the karma. Don't say something you don't really need to or mean it. Say what is actually not going to be harmful to you, not somebody else. I'm saying to you. So whatever you are saying, it have created a ripple effect within your body. If you say something nice, loving, positive, your body is witnessing that. That's been cooked within you. It's been created within you, been processed within you, then it's actually gone outside of you. So the person who were receiving it first, negative, positive, whatever you are saying, is you received first, second person receives later. Only if they like to receive it. Somebody might be more grown and transformed than you. You may be talking a lot of negativity. They don't receive it. It all stays with you. So whenever you speak, it affects you first, then second person get affected afterward. You go along the journey of karma, saying, I will not do this, I will not do this, I will not do this, I will not do this. You define right and wrong. First, focus the quality, how one should do the karma towards to your own body. That is your immediate environment. Transform this. You become available, you become mindful, you become loving, you become caring, kind. Once you build those qualities, your other karma towards to other beings will automatically start transforming. And that is the fundamental secret. How to change yourself, how to use the karma to empower yourself, how to transform yourself through the power of karma, not just only external, but make it internal. You practicing the uh, good karma every day, but inside you are expecting good applause, everybody to recognize you are not doing a good karma. That is done from your ego, not natural occurrence from inside you. In Sanatana Dharma, we have one saying, the humility is a very fundamental part. When humility is classified as a, I can't say the word, but is a self suicide. You don't have to take your life. All you have to do, go along, boost yourself, and talk fondly and proudly and what do you call it? Arrogantly about your own self and get everybody to clap. Basically, is a self suicide. Look back in the past. Humility is a very important part. Sometimes being humble, humility to everything that happens around you is not a weakness. You may see it. You don't yourself introvert. You don't talk about. You don't boost yourself. Not really. Who you try to get recognition of? In there is a cycle. If you go into that cycle, you are in the middle of it. You can't get out of it. When you come outside of that whirlpool cycle, you get to see differently. There is no recognition required. So why do you need to boost? Why do you need to constantly praise or get praise? So I leave all that to you. On that note, Hariom, think about your karmas, how the karma can empower you, and how the karma can empower your dharma, being in the body, being a human being. What the human being means, humans represent humanity. Humanity is love, compassion, kindness, peace. But when you look around, how much humanity you only see the talk, but not the reality, not the action. But why? Because importance is done only on talking, not how you can embody the humanity. Humanity can be practiced by humans, not by animals who walk on two legs. Thank you.